What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another combo demonstration video, and this time it's going to be some more Ritual Beast combo demonstrations. This time I'm going to be covering one of the combos that is possible in the newest build of Ritual Beast that I've posted. I put up a video yesterday of an updated Ritual Beast deck profile utilizing Brilliant Fusion into Prism Aura and Seraphonite, utilizing Cannahawk to go into Prism Aura and Trick Clown to go into Seraphonite. Now, this yields a lot of additional plays that you can do, and one of the biggest changes that it does is that if you have Brilliant Fusion in hand, it vastly changes what you can do with first turn Elder Cannahawk. The first turn Elder Cannahawk play by itself would end you with a +1, having a Cannahawk on board that's live to tag out next turn, and then you would also have a Steeds and an Ambush set. So your 2-card investment would mean would get you into 3 cards, meaning you'd have an overall +1. But having Elder Cannahawk and Brilliant Fusion in this case, there are a couple of different play lines you can go down, but the one I'm going to show you today ends you with a technical +5 in terms of card advantage. You will still have a Cannahawk that is able to tag out, and you will have double Steeds and 1 Ambush that you've searched, and you will have all of your Ritual Beast names in circulation except for Pilica and Petalfin. And there are multiple different play lines you can go down. You can make a rank 4 instead of the second Cannahawk. You can end with 7 cards instead of 8. Starting from these 3 and make a rank 4 instead, but I'm not going to cover all those different angles. I'll probably make another video doing the combo from that perspective a bit later. But this one is just strictly going to be Elder Cannahawk and Brilliant Fusion and getting a +5 in terms of raw card advantage and getting 6 Tamer and Beast names in circulation and ending with double Steeds and Ambush. And you'll have a live Ambush, a live Cannahawk tag out, and you'll have you'll be able to Steeds for between 3 to 5 or between 3 to 4 on their turn, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, the play starts out not by summoning Elder, but by instead activating Brilliant Fusion, and you're going to Brilliant Fuse for Seraphonite. And this is why the Trick Clown is run, because you need a light target to have in the deck for that. So you'll send the Trick Clown and you'll send the Amber, if I can find it, to the graveyard, and then you'll get your Seraphonite out, and then your Trick Clown will get summoned and you'll take 1,000. So this you can either overlay with it into a rank 4 later in the turn, or you can just leave it as a floater and utilize it as a rank 4 material next turn. It is perfectly up to you. It will definitely survive until the next turn if you're backing it up with Ambush and Steeds. 2 Steeds, in fact. But so what you'll do here is you'll use your additional normal summon from Seraphonite to normal summon your Elder, and then you'll use your additional normal summon from Elder to summon Cannahawk. And then you'll use Cannahawk's effect to banish an Apelio in this instance. Now, this may not be the most optimal way to do this, but this is definitely just something to demonstrate how I've been playing this first turn out, and hopefully, getting you guys thinking into some more in-depth things that you could possibly do. But this is just the standard way that I've been doing, having Elder Cannahawk and Brilliant Fusion. Is basically just one of 2 different variations that I've been doing in terms of a be-all, end-all first turn. But so, Cannahawk banishes Apelio, and then you tag these into, if I can find the banish button, there it is, into your first Ulti-Conahawk. Now, you'll use Ulti-Conahawk, and you'll target Cannahawk and Elder, and you will then tag out of Cannahawk and put it back in the extra, and you'll get back Elder and Apelio. And then Cannahawk will go to the graveyard, and you'll get a search. And in this situation, if you wanted to make a rank 4 with this, you would search another Cannahawk or a Rampengu, one of the 2. It virtually doesn't matter. But in this instance, because I'm just wanting to go for raw advantage and Steeds and nonsense, I'm going to be adding Laura to my hand, because I still have not utilized my 1 normal summon per turn. That is something you need to remember and consider. So at this point, I can use Apelio, and I can banish this Cannahawk again. And then these can get tagged out into an Ulti-Conahawk. The exact same one. And then you'll use his effect to put Elder and Cannahawk in grave to search for a Steeds. And now, since you haven't used your normal summon yet, and this is kind of sitting here, you're going to use your normal summon on Laura, and Laura will special summon Cannahawk, because Cannahawk has not been specialed yet this turn. And then you'll use Cannahawk to banish a Petalfin. Not Petalfin, a Rampengu, this one. I keep getting their names mixed up. I don't know why. I have no idea why at this specific point in time, why I'm doing that. But now Cannahawk has been specialed. Laura has not been specialed, though. And that is something that you're going to find out is extremely relevant, because it'll allow you to tag out once more from your Cannahawk search. So, you'll go into Ulti-Conahawk again, so you have a second one out. And then you'll use Ulti-Conahawk, and you'll target this Cannahawk and Laura. And then you will tag out this Cannahawk into both Laura and Petalfin. Not Petalfin, fuck! Rampengu, god damn it! And you'll get your search for Ambush. And then you can use Rampengu's effect and banish a Ulti-Gyapelio. You can either banish Gyapelio or you can banish Ulti-Petalfin at this point. But you banish this and put a Win in the grave, so that will get you your third Tamer name in circulation. And Win, you're never going to need. And the reason I put Win in the grave instead of Pilikas because like in this situation, in this theoretical situation, you haven't drawn into your terraformings or your Oracle of Zephyr yet. So I want to keep the maximum number of these in the deck for the time being to, draw a terraforming next turn and still be able to go for Pilika, and then also be able to Cannahawk banish one. It's just a personal thing of mine. So the Win will go to the grave, and then you can tag these out, or tag these into a Cannahawk one more time, and go from there to get a search. And you'll use it to put the Gyapelio in the grave and the Petalfin in the grave, and you will search for another Steeds. Steeds. There it is. So you'll have Steeds in hand, and so now the situation you are in is that you have Steeds plus double Steeds plus ambush, and you started with 3 cards, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on field, and 3 in hand. So you have 8 cards out of the 3 that you started with. Even though this technically does not count as an actual card, it is still a card that is just sitting there, so you do technically count it towards raw card advantage. In terms of actual card advantage, this is actually just a +4. It's only a +4 because this doesn't actually matter. But these are live to tag out on your opponent's turn, and you have double Steeds plus ambush. So technically, in terms of raw card advantage, as I've already said, you end with a +5, and that is a huge difference over the regular Elder Cannahawk play that you could have performed in the past, where you'd only get a +1 and you'd get 1 Steeds and 1 ambush. But this is just a huge thing to deal with, and now you're in a situation also where like you can just start your next turn with an Ulti-Conahawk search, because they basically have to have Raigeki to deal with your board, and from that point you have ambush and double Steeds backing it up. So you can pop no less than 2, or you can pop anywhere between 1 to if you tag this out, that's 3 and you have double Steeds, so you can pop anywhere between 1 to 6 monsters during your opponent's turn utilizing both the Steeds, and that's just something that is a very large asset. And then of course this is at 0/0, and this is obviously just at 0/0 as well, but this will always keep coming back, and you can utilize it next turn off of like a search into like a Petalfin or another Cannahawk search that you can normal summon. This, as long as you can protect this giving you the additional normal summon is just really big and beneficial for your plays on the following turn, because you can literally, if you protect this board utilizing Steeds, ambush, and whatever possible traps that you had, you can just start your next turn off with an Ulti-Conahawk search into another Cannahawk or another level 4, normal summon it utilizing the additional normal summon Seraphonite gives you, and then overlay it with Trick Clown to make Diamond Dire, Dweller, Digesto Emerald, anything that you feel like you need. And then you can go from there and utilize your actual normal summon for something later in the turn to continue your plays moving. It's a very high impact starter to open Elder Cannahawk and Brilliant Fusion. But that's all I'm going to go into for this video. I might do another video that'll go up either today or tomorrow that goes down the different path of making a rank 4 instead of the second Cannahawk and ending with 7 cards instead of 8. I might do that, and I might do some actual games playing with this deck as well that will go up sometime in the next couple of days. But anyway, that is it for this video. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think about these combo videos and these kind of things that I do in the comments down below. Like the video if you like to support the content I produce, myself and my channel's growth now as well as in the future. Links are in the description to both my Facebook pages. If you're looking to get in touch with me to just have general discussion, that is going to be the best place to do so. If you're looking to play me on DN, message me if you see me online on DN. Add me as a friend on DN. If you see my name pop up, send me a message like this guy down here has done and is waiting for me to respond. But I'm filming right now, so I will look at that after I turn the camera off. But, as usual, I'd like to ask if you click an ad if you have not. I'd greatly appreciate it. It helps me make money, and there's no reason to lie to you guys about that. But, as usual, I would not be offended nor take it personally if you decided not to do so. Just know that it helps me out immensely if you decide to do so, and it would be greatly appreciated, more than you could ever understand. It would help me out so much in the spot that I'm currently in. But, as I've already said, that is it for this video, and as always, guys, take care.